Okay, we're recording. That's great. Alright, today's trip's going to be South Hills Park, I think. Try and buzz all around there. It's 65 degrees inside the case right now. Everything looks nominal. Let's go. So, we got a few peacocks out here. We got a report of peacocks in the neighborhood. And a squirrel. Excuse me, squirrel. Good morning. We got step side. Thank you. Just gotta clear the peacocks for traffic. It's an important job. Look at that e-bike. Let's see what that is. Alright. Pow, 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 pow. Nah, it's a good bike. Alright, we gotta cut all the way down. Still got a little click in my step down here. I gotta figure it out. There's a clunkety clunk. I think it might be the pedals actually. So I'm probably gonna start with pedals. Lots of squirrels. It's cold. If you're traveling at I don't know, normal speeds for a normal e-bike, under 25, these brakes are fine. These brakes will be fine without regen. But speeds beyond 25, you start to get yourself into trouble. As expected. I am going to take a moment to pull my socks off of my pants so I don't get stickers. I think there'll be stickers today. We'll find out. We started at 67 degrees, and I'm sure I'm still experiencing 67 degrees, but it has definitely warmed up to 78 inside my controller area. Anything about it with my fan situation anyways. Peacock. All right. That's the mountain we're going for. Just over that way. We're so close. I think we'll take the Baskin Robbins route, which takes us to the backside, which is a little easier to go up and down. I don't know about those lags. That pinwheel's a bad idea. They're gonna stop. All right, we're good. No acknowledgement from the bikes today. We're like rival gangs now. Wide open. Actually didn't know which side of the gate to go on because it was so open right there. Let me know in the comments if you prefer me not to talk. You like ASMR? Or do you prefer commentary? Maybe we'll make a separate commentary track at some point. Turkeys. This part's not bad. It's a mixture of asphalt and dirt. Woo! I didn't care about that. It's still a lot of nature up here. I mean, you can see all the dead stuff. There's still a lot more to go. I mean, they cleared it up so you can actually drive on this spot. In all honesty, you could not. Just about 3 months ago, this was covered. That stuff gets about 8 feet tall on either side, so you can't even see where you're going. Alright, come to a crossroads. Go this way. peek. Everything is like hard packed. Like clay. Oh, the dreaded spot. You can see some fireworks up here. I don't know why people come all the way up here to light fireworks off. Usually it's kids.
I mean, it definitely feels.
Let's try up on the other side. Excuse me. There's so much like quiet tension between hikers, mountain bikers, e-bikers, motorcycles. Like everybody's like, oh, those guys. And everyone at some point has been those guys. Oh, maybe not motorcycles, but for the most part. Kind of have to gauge your audience, see where everyone is. There's a lot of people out here today because it's nice early Saturday morning, so you don't want to be ripping through here doing donuts and wheelies, because then people are like, I don't like that. Going at 12 right now. It's nice to go 12 miles per hour uphill. You can really pick your lines. I was told that there was a fire up here that took out a 2-acre area, but I have not seen anything to that effect yet. I'll try to peek over here. This is pretty not peaky. Less than ideal situations. But yeah, everything up here is drying up so bad. I'm crunching nature as a service. Coyote poop. Oh, that's so thick. Oh, that's all stickers too. Okay. That's kind of cliffy too. That's about where it ends up here. There's the fancy houses on that side. This is not fun. I mean, I'll take the sticker bushes over the cactuses. I'm just kind of trying to mess up around. Oh, something's crawling on my back too. That doesn't feel good. There you go. a little too thick. You can see where the progression of people walking has stalled completely. Like, nah, that's too much nature for me. Pretty flowers, huh? It's a little steep too. I don't know what this angle is, but it's definitely more than a driveway. Of course, the GoPro takes away all heights. That wasn't the top though. Maybe we gotta go this way to the top. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. This way. It's very topish. Hot topish. Excuse me. Oh. I definitely need to put a weed eater on the front of this thing. Another peak. Oh my gosh. These are strange markers too. Someone putting flowers on them. Fake flowers at that, but it's something. No frogs today. I mean, there won't be frogs up here, but just in general. If you're looking for frogs, Santa Fe Dam is the right answer. Thank you. Excuse me. The needles are the worst. Most of the stuff you can give or take. See right here. These are the bastards right here. Oh, fun. I can't even pick one to show you. But these are all needles here, and then these super needles at the top. This is what you're looking out for, and they really love growing on the side of trails and sticking into your clothes. I bet you that's how they plant themselves. Quite an effective jerk. As soon as I find a name for that. I've been looking them up online and I can't see them online. I try looking up for a bunch of different types of prickly plants, and nothing yet. Alright, that one's going to take us all the way back to other people's houses, so no more adventure this direction. You can see other people, tire prints here, turn around. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. Woo! Woo! That's one thing about e-bikes that's the most difficult to learn, and that is, if you come from motorcycles, you come from other devices, like there is anything like it, you hear your motor, you hear RPMs coming up, but you don't have any RPM range indicator on your e-bike. You just turn the throttle and you don't know. I don't know if this is full throttle right now. What's that sound like? Nothing. Full throttle? No. I was on a 125 and this was first gear, second gear. I'd be pinging and be pa 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 and making all kinds of great noises. Not right here. It's just The speed difference between between 5 miles per hour and 30 or 50 there's no relevant sound difference. You can hear it if you pick up the motor in your, since it's in your garage, whistle, but even that, you can barely hear it over ambient noise. I always love how there's just like one rock there. Let's put a rock there. Okay, 2 rocks. That's the magic. Any rock small enough to roll has been rolled down a mountain by some other kid. That's how you end up with boulders on tops of mountains. They're just the last rock to roll. Now we're gonna go over towards the water tower, see if there's anything on that side. Nothing on this side. I really want to learn this area better because it's a lot of winding hills, but after a while, when you go somewhere multiple times, you think you start figuring out, okay, this bend, this thing, that rock, that's how I know where I am. But I feel like no matter how many times I come up here, I'm still like did I make it right here? Forward? See that dog before? I don't know. That's a big dog. To be honest, though, what was that dog? Freezing. I'm trying to avoid snakes this time. I'm trying to avoid snakes every time. But I do not want to find another snake the hard way. Now you can take some of these trails and they will take you straight down into South Hills Park, but they are not exactly what I would call bike rated. That's one thing that they could probably add. I know they're developing this area soon, and that is a little bit more information as far as, can I go down this? Is it going to be too steep? Am I going to get hurt? Is there a branch right here? It's going to hit you right in the leg as you come down it? I don't know. Plus, on these little trails, you don't have enough room to avoid hikers. So I can understand why people are like, oh, please don't share the road. I usually look to see if I can find anyone else's footprints over here. Hooked. Oh, bunny. It's actually kind of nice. I think it's going to take me all the way down. I also try and look, if you're trying to establish if this is a person trail or a bike trail, just look to see if there's a little washout zone. There's little berms on the sides. This is a real nice gradual right here, so you could just kind of ride it down carefully. It's pretty hard packed. back up a little bit. For the trees. A little down. It's a little 2 feet wide here. Kind of technical. Keep going, keep going. It's a fine balance between giving yourself a little bit of push. You gotta go just fast enough to keep the e-bike from stalling. Using your momentum. Oh, there's a big gully there. It's not bad. Oh, stickers on my leg, on my arm though. That's a pretty short zone right there. Alright. Right to the water tower. That's a nice route. Boop. Tampering, destruction, or vandalism of the water system is punishable under PL 107 and 188, the Public Health Security and Bioterrorism Preparedness and Response Act. Felony, 20 years in prison and or $1,000 fine. That is some pretty scary words right there. Bioterrorism, it sounds pretty legit. But they do leave a ramp right there. And you know, they can't expect kids to leave a ramp alone. That's the trap. When I was a kid, this actually had no fence on it. It had no solar on top, it had no camera solar. It was just an open space. And it was actually a lot more dirtier. But my friend actually slept on top of that one night. For some reason he thought it would be fun to sleep on top of the water tower. But that's now we're talking 90s. That stuff don't exist no more. Now we gotta be aware of bioterrorism. That's the problem, you know. There's no fun left. You send your kid into the world and you say, hey, look out for that bioterrorism. It could sneak up on you. You're not looking. Oh my gosh, this is so ready. It really, the magic of this bike is it's cheap. And it's mildly broken. Just like me. So I get along with it well, because it's like, well, if it starts getting too hurt, it starts shutting down. Like, I can relate. The hardest part about any technology is you got to find the one that fits your needs, your usage. Now, this is the cell phone tower area now, which I assume this is probably bad. May cause exceed FCC public exposure limit. That's thanks T-Mobile. Thanks for putting that there. Isn't it funny that there's this warning here about it exceeding the limits, but this is basically the same technology they use on towers around the neighborhood? Yeah, weird. But a lot of times you're going to find warning labels are there on purpose to be just scary enough to keep anyone from messing with them, as they should be, because, as again, you know, keep the kids safe. Probably just as bad to be underneath the antenna or power line, you know. Power line's dangerous. Yeah, can you imagine working on this? Had some serious lines going all the way down that way, and then cutting back across. This is big life-ending rounds. Still no fire damage. Some trash, but nothing too serious. Turn back around here. I was told in Fallout that there should be some good loot right here underneath these power systems, and I don't see any. Except that quail right there. Oh, he was adorable. You can really see the extent of the cellular network right there from this spot. There that is. Probably crack pipe. Oh, you kids and your crack. So I saw a quail? Bunny rabbit? No snakes yet. But I did get a snake on the last trip, so. Peacocks? This road is just fun. It's covered in these large boulders that are just flattened out just enough. Tower that way. Let's go up this one. I think every time someone hears about a fire and it's near power lines, of course they assume, oh, power lines did it. Power company's responsible. And honestly, that's the easiest person to blame, because why else is there anyone up here? Except I'm up here. Another unmarked grave. I mean, it's kind of marked, I guess. It's not an unmarked grave if there's rocks in a circle, right? Kind of creepy though. Keep off, do not climb. Do not die in this area. Maybe some really old fire damage, but nothing recent. Red Bull though. Apparently, whoever comes up here drinks a lot of Red Bull. It's like my third can. Like my third can, no. Not me. I actually don't drink Red Bull anymore. Here's the other side of that water tower looking thing on this side. All the cellular stuff points out that way to the valley. And then that one boomy. I don't feel irradiated at all. Honestly, I don't really consider cellular stuff dangerous any more than everything else that's a radio frequency. This road is way more dangerous. There's different parts of this bike that rattle. You got the tail lights. The battery sometimes shakes. The controller is zip tied in place and taut down, but nothing can stop the inevitable shake of hard packed road. There's another, at least a bicycle. Bunny. Now this used to be a little break off of Armstrong Gardens in this valley down here, which which I don't know if there's a road to anymore. But yeah. Was it Armstrong? What was it, Monrovia Nursery? One of the two had basically a little garden down here. Where's Bunny? Is it Bunny? He's just gonna go straight down the road. Dude, left or right, man? Yeah, there you go. No one taught these bunnies how to run. You guys gotta run away and, like, you know, to the right or left. They might be saving it up too, because they want you to get full speed and then they're gonna zigzag. So over here, this used to be just an open field. It's actually quite overgrown now. And there was like one shed out here. It's like, oh, I could live in that. And this is another spot when in my youth is perfect for paintball. You can still kind of see the road. Yeah, so it's so different. It's amazing when you come back to somewhere after 30 years. Just 30 years, oh my gosh, it sounds really impressive. No, it's like 20 years. You come back to somewhere and you knew that there was a building in here, and that building's gone. And there aren't even remnants. Just weeds, essentially. Let's see. I swear it was right about here. Like, did they take out everything? And these are all, oh jeez. That was weird. That was a funky time. It gave me like I was still getting throttle and I had to hit the brakes just to get under control. There's a feeder pipe. Yeah, so right about here is where, I mean, not the spot, obviously. But the little shack was right about here. Little maintenance building. Had to be like a 10 by 10. That's been reclaimed by the government. I mean, good, because it's a nice field. It's just insane when you see something and it's just gone. You're like it never existed, and you're like, that's just a memory? Is that happened? I mean, clearly I could probably just Google this, take a look. Signature through. This stuff's all dead anyways. And I don't know whether it's safer in the air to be on fire or on the ground to be on fire. This is kind of a funny spot right here because there's only a couple rocks here. Pretty quiet. Try to sneak out of here without getting beat up too much. This is where I would live if I was a deer. I just don't want to get one of these into my rib cage. What have you gotten yourself into? I'll just go out the easy way. Is it easy? There we go. Man, this is so grown. Oh, into my neck. I think I'm going to just go back the other way. Oops. There we go. This is a good test for the GoPro. There's my rocks. Now how to remember where you've been. Now I know these two rocks. That way looks accurate. Yeah, see the little oh, sit down. That's a little gravel right here. It's a good indicator. There's a road out of here. Follow the gravel, because the gravel is not natural. Yeah, I think we just go that way. Look at the stickers. Ow, ow, ow. Gotta lift my feet on those. There we go. So much nature on my pants. Alright. So easy, right? And now we can take this nice little gravel road straight back to the bigger gravel road. Honestly, if you have a pants solution to these needles going into my legs, that would be wonderful. I mean, my tactical pants, are pretty good for that. But you can still feel them. You can still, it's not perfect, you know? It just keeps punching you. And believe it or not, getting punched in the legs with a million little needles, it's not fun. No more shed. Yeah, there was a shed and I think like a telephone pole, because they had power out here. And it was just a garden center. Like at one point you could see the actual rectangle beds for all the little nature bits. But you know, as time went by, I think the land got sold a few times. A lot of the garden areas pulled out of this area because it's a little remote to get to. But naturally, a lot of garden centers prefer the land underneath power lines because no one's gonna sell that to people. Now we're right close to 10 freeway. Yeah, I think it's 210 right here. But this is tolerable. It's downright easy. Easy to turn around right here. Whee! Oh, rocks. Oof, big rocks. Less we. It's funny because if you were just sitting here, this seems like a pretty naturey spot. And this is the magic of filmmaking right here, is replace the audio, and yeah, magic little spot for filming. It's like no one's ever been here, and then you look up, oh, power lines, lots of power lines, yep. And then you hear the audio, it's like, okay, that's a freeway right there. So yeah, you're not fooling me. But if you need some iStock footage, that's what you do. Just come out here and film. Ain't nobody gonna bother you out here. Maybe a few homeless guys. They know to stay away. It sounds like a threat. They know to stay away. Oh, butterfly. Aww. Let's rip it. What's the worst that can happen? Wow, dude, it really slaps you in the knee. My knee bleeding? Concrete. Asphalt. Such a nice road. I'm so glad someone put a nice road in here and then forgot about it. Water is what I'm missing. Is there anything down up for? Now all that nature bits, I'm only up to 136 degrees, which is pretty good. That's reasonable. I mean, it's still a cold day, so I don't expect to get too much hotter. But you're kind of figuring out, like, what's the range of how much hotter is it? Definitely need to strap the battery down for really trail riding. That's one thing that they didn't really think about in this design, is how to strap stuff down. That's the problem when you have something that's so modular, where it's like, oh, you got a different controller, different battery for everyone. Yeah, that's great, but how do you keep it all in place? It's just basically a PC case in there. Now I got, like, you know, I put sticky bits on it. I got foam underneath of it, but it still is going to rattle around a bit without a latch or something to lock it down. It's just a free floating vapor. Excuse me. Excuse me. We need something more than just regen, you know? Regen's fun and all, but I wish there was like a something a little greater that actually slows you down. This road is nice, by the way. This is the nicest road in South Hills. It's definitely have Bonnie Cove, I think. Alright, something is definitely crawling in my ear. That's not good. Uh-oh. That's dangerous. That's not a fun place to put a bunch of gravel. You're like, oh, I don't want cars over here, ever. And of course, naturally, I just throw my feet up in the air. Like a professional. That's what a professional does when he encounters terrain he's not familiar with. Ah, feet in the air. I don't know what to do with my feet. I think this used to be almost a camp spot. Because it definitely has hookups. I think way back in the day this was camping over here. Maybe phone spots. Uh-oh. Skip the speed. How did I do? That's kind of funny. I like the sound of that. Let's hear it. Yeah, it's like proper baseball card sounds right there. Down the center. There's a trail over this way. Actually, I have not been on this side. Let's see what this warning says. Which is like, no bioterrorism. No, nothing wrong about that. Just jump here. I'm making so much noise right now. It's actually a really nice trail. Jesus. Oh, almost slipped down the side. Okay. Alright. Too steep. So like I was saying, a nice trail. I'm walking. Now if I had a little bit more oomph, I would have to walk up those sections. This is kind of a... Oh, I think we're gonna get to this tree and then take a break next to that squirrel. This is a little too intense for me. Oh, I hit the tree with my head. Nice. Oh, hi tree. You know what I was thinking? But truly, I haven't seen anything really burnt up here. I don't know where the burnt stuff went, but I don't think I'm going to find it today. I need drone cam. Let's come down pretty easily. So steep. Excuse me. You have these spots where it looks fun, but there's nothing to stop you from rolling down this hill right here, except a small amount of vegetation, which really doesn't care. Why is that trim so good, but it's just on a fence? The best part about that was the jump. Alright. It was fun, now it's getting annoying. Yep. Sorry guy, can't come home with me. There you go. Stay there. Alright, let's go home. Now, this is Bonnie Cove, so I should be able to streak my way out of here. Whew. A wall. I've never ridden up a wall before. Woo! Oh, I bumped down that one. Alright. Suspension doesn't like it, but I can do it. You gotta get the angle just right. I've ridden walls, dirt walls. And don't forget about your pedals. Key thing here, guys. Turn your pedals the right way. Woo. Surprisingly, your tire holds. Some broken glass there, though. So too much fun. One more time. Here, bottom out. All right, stop running over glass. See everything good? Alright, our temperature's up to 160, so we gotta cool down a little bit. So just take it easy. If your temperatures go up, go slow. Watch goats fighting. Oh. Okay, so let's count them up. Peacocks, bunnies, horses, goats, squirrels, lizards, Something else? Is that it? That's like 2 hands. That's pretty good. Alright, this is bus zone? No. We're gonna bus fast because I want to go home soon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm a little over the line. Anyways, I don't think I can stop the sensors. Alright, let's go. Pedal, 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 pedal. It sucks to be in between the spots of a cop and an angry driver. And now I'm gonna hit every light too. The worst part about people is that they will honk their horns to let the cops know that you are there, because that's their way of patrolling themselves. Like, why honk? And the police will obviously have to arrest that guy because he took too long to get going. That's against the law. Like, I'm just here trying to pedal, look like a normal person. Thanks for pulling out. Alright. That's gonna do it. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff, and let me know what you want to see next. See ya.